Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's me, Christopher. Sorry if my hair is a mess. I just got up like 20 or so minutes ago. I guess I'm ready to start part 2 of this. You know, the conclusion of the whole story of what happened. Where'd I leave off? I think I left off at the part about, him getting away with it and being told to stay away from me. After that happened, you know, in a school of only 960 people, word gets around fast, you know, about turning people in and snitching on them. So by the end of that day, grades 12 through at the time I think it was 12 through 7, because 6th grade didn't come over until 02. So 12 through 7, they already all knew what I had done, that I had turned him in to the office, and and that I had turned him in. So for a good week or so, you know, I was being bullied even more. I had people, more like everyone, was punching me in my head, was making threats to come roll my house with toilet paper. Some threatened to burn it down. Some threatened to break in and kill me and my family and our pets. I can't remember all of them, but that stuff went on for about 2 weeks, and after a while, everything went back to normal. Everybody quit punching me and calling me, you know, threatening to burn my house down and all that. Actually, the threat was burn the house down while we're in it, was the threat. Burn the house down while we're in it. That they would hunt down where I live and do that. And I lived in a little community where it was quiet. I lived probably, somebody from the school, if you're watching this, correct me. I lived in Palmetto. That's the community. It's considered Tupelo, but because our address was 38801 was the zip code, so it was considered Tupelo, but it had its own telephone prefix, 566. So it was like its own community, but it was considered Tupelo, so it was considered part of the city. Where I went to high school, Shannon wasn't considered part of Tupelo. It was its own, I think it was its, you know, it was just considered Shannon, you know, when it didn't have the 38801 zip code or prefix for the telephones. It was a different prefix. So I lived probably 5 or 10 miles from it. You know, people can find out easy where I lived, because all they got to do is ask someone that rides my bus. I should have said rode my bus. because I rode the bus from 8th grade all the way to 12th grade. Uh, Parents never taught me how to drive, so I still don't know how to drive to this day. And I'm 27 now, and this happened in 2000. Uh, so all you had to do is ask someone on the bus. The bus story I have for you is even worse. There was this kid, I won't say his name. He's on Facebook. I rode bus 55 at the time. Bus 55 stopped at my house. Let's see, how was the route? It went from the school to Burleson Trailer Park. Picked up all those kids. And oh my God, those kids were horrible. 5-year-olds were like saying, "Shut the F up," and I was like, y'all are only like 5, 6, 7, 8, and y'all are already cussing. Anyway, it would stop there. Then it would come pick me up, go to the next house down, pick that kid up, which I think he's on my Facebook, and then we would go a back road and pick up some kids. Anyway, every day on the bus, this kid, because I had to sit in the back, and this is another bullying story. They would sit there and call me names, and like this one kid was constantly twisting my nipples, like pinching them and twisting them at the same time, constantly, and would punch me in my arm, and like to the point where my nipples were black and blue from him constantly pinching them and twisting them. He would reach over me, if I'm sitting down like this in a chair, he would reach around me and then grab me and twist them, and I kept telling him, stop. Every day he did it, and I kept telling him, stop. He would get in my backpack and take all my books out and hide the books on the bus, and finally I just got tired of it after about a month, and I just screamed, stop! That's enough. Except I screamed it out. I'm not going to actually scream. And I walked up to the front of the bus. I said, Mr. Miller, I said, this is getting old. Insert name. Keeps doing this, and this. And of course he was driving. And all he did was he had like a big mirror up above the windshield, and he was like, looked up and he said, all y'all need to stop. Don't make me stop this don't make me stop this bus. And about that time I said, look out! There was another bus in front of us, and he didn't see it, and we came about from slamming into the back of it. He had to swerve into the oncoming lane and stop the bus. That's when he got up and said, y'all need to sit your asses down. And that was another story. And it continued on for another couple of months, and then I switched to bus 46. 46 ran a whole different route. It ran beside my house and ran what everybody called Frog Island and all that over in there behind where I lived. So I rode it for a while with my best friend until I got caught by the principal and was told to go back to my normal bus. And then instead of riding it, I talked with the lady that drove bus 14, which came right in front of my house. It comes directly in front of my house, and she let me ride her bus for the rest of the year. Uh, did I ride the bus? Because she got fired in '02. Yeah, I want to say I rode 14 for the rest of my senior year. And nothing happened on that bus. Everybody was nice. I mean, every once in a while they'd say, "Oh, here comes the fag," but I ignored that. Everybody left me alone, and I got off the bus in peace. And but anyway, that's my whole bullying story. I could sit here and make a whole series on them of everything that happened, but I just summed up 2 stories into 2 videos, and God, 11 minutes already. So I'm going to end this now so I can upload it. I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. And just remember, there's always hope out there. I survived from 1997 to 2002 with the constant bullying. And I thought of suicide twice. Never went through with it, but I did have the thought of it. And I'm glad I didn't do it because, my mother got me through all this, all those horrible years, and if it wasn't for my mother, I probably wouldn't be uploading this. So, you know, I thought of it, of quitting. I had thought of suicide. I had thought of everything, and like I said, if it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be here. 'Cause she talked me down from everything, and I wanted to quit in the 10th grade so bad because everything got really worse in the 10th grade, and her and her husband both made me stay, and I finished the next year because I skipped 11th grade, and here I am, 10 years later, still have issues with the football player thing, but I'm okay. That's what matters. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here because it's probably been like 13 minutes already. Exactly. Thanks for watching. Like I said, just remember there's always hope out there. Stay strong. You're better than the bullies. That's all I can say. Bye.